Homebrew Wednesday. Right, well, the lager's coming along. I'll show you that. What temperature we got? We've got about 14.5, 15 degrees there. And on the side of that guy, that's something a little bit different. Sort of 16 to 18, so a little bit weird. I think those strips might be a little bit warmer than it actually is. Yeah, it's still fermenting a little bit. This is basically the diacetyl rest. It's been on the diacetyl rest for about 4 days now. Plug that back in. I just let the fridge turn on fully while I've got the door open, just to try and chuck some cold back down and into it. So yeah, this is my child-proofing. Basically just wrap that around and tie a few knots. Just woke up, so but yeah, that's that. Man, hopefully the airlock will stop bubbling soon, and we'll I guess take a gravity reading, and hopefully that's fermented and done. Then we can chill it down to about between 0 and 2 degrees. See how we go with that, and lager it for. I want to lager it for probably a good 3 to 4 weeks. I want to have a real good go at it. So we'll see what happens. I guess I'll probably have to organise taking a taste test before I start lagering as well, just to see if there's any sort of sweetness still left in it, or if there's any sort of diacetyl flavours or acetaldehyde flavours. And if there is, then just give it a slight, rotate the fermenter just to bring the yeast stuff, and maybe I'll leave it for another week, I don't know, or a few days, whatever. First lager, so I don't know, not expecting, following directions I should be able to get something fairly nice, but I'm not expecting the most amazing, German lager or whatever, so there is a little give and take there. Next one I'll be a bit stricter, but yeah, so I've actually been reading up a little bit about brewing lately. This one's all about fermenting lagers, just making some notes and things. And there's this. Oh, jeez, yawning so much. There's this set of graphs here, just like a timeline on fermentation over time. This one's cool, quite interesting. This is something that people do with the William Swan fermenter, but you can basically do it with most things, I suppose. Accelerated fermentation under CO2 pressure. So, what's happening in this one? This one's sitting at 14 degrees for about 8 days, and then they just chill it straight down. And I guess in that time, the water concentrations coming down, diacetyl is coming down, pressure's right up there, pretty amazing. But yeah, it's interesting. That's probably just a more general sort of cold fermentation with conventional storage. What's that, sort of about 9 degrees, and then they bring it down slowly, so yeah, quite a few different types out there. So yeah, just doing a bit of learning, sort of cram in as much as I can and learn a little bit here and there. So yeah, that's all good. Here's my latest creation. Ooh, about 4 or 5 days old, this one. Oh, the airlock just went off. What are we sitting at? About 18 on that one. Funny though, the other thermometer, the other one's just below 18 as well. So this one, is a Belgian, and there's not much in there. So basically with that one I used my $7 Cooper's Real Ale can. $7 because it was pretty dented, the yeast and cap and instructions were all missing, so yeah, so really cheap. Got it from the supermarket, and I thought, yep, let's brew it and let's use the M27 yeast, which is a Belgian yeast, goes up to 14% ABV, has spicy, fruity sort of characteristics to it apparently, when you ferment it at about 26 to 30 degrees Celsius. Well, I thought it was going to be pretty warm, but last night the weather kind of took a cold dip really, and it's not fermenting as warm as I'd hoped. So it's a bit of a pain, but at least we're getting kind of that marginal sort of ale fermentation temperature. So basically what I've done with the can anyway, I've added no extra sugar, it's just the malt extract can, and I've mixed that in with 8 litres of water. That's it. And the gravity came up at 1061, so not bad. Could be 7 or 8% I suppose, depending on how much it attenuates. And apparently that yeast is meant to attenuate quite well, so say if I get a final gravity of 1010, might be about 7.5%. If I get 1005, which I would assume, seeing as it's meant to attenuate high, maybe I'll get, the 8% I wanted. So we'll see how that goes. It's looking good. There's trub on the bottom. There's heaps of Krausen around the side of the fermenter, so it's doing its thing. I'm just going to leave it for probably a good 2 weeks or so just to ferment, and then I'll just bottle it with some carbonation drops just in some glass bottles and cap them and set them aside, and I don't know, that if it tastes alright I might send that out to some guys. If it tastes alright I might enter it into some homebrew comps. Be interesting to just see what happens, because it's just such a simple way to brew. It's just like a can and then try some characterful yeast. Boom. The idea actually for doing it this way, with just the 8 litres, I got that from Big Secure, how he did his student brew, and basically got a can of malt extract, and I think what he did was he split it into 2 times 5 litre jugs and topped up with water. So I guess effectively I've done the same thing. I've just chucked it into this, topped it up with just a little bit of water, and yeah, he didn't add any sugar, so I haven't either. So mainly because I wanted to get the ABV and I wanted it to be stronger in malt character. I didn't want to water it down with sugar, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I've done there. Yeah. In fact, I've got to the keg. I haven't done a lot with it lately. What I'm planning on doing though is when I chill this guy down, I'll get the keg and I'll whack it in there as well. Keg can cool way the hell down, and I might start drinking it, because it's been a while. It's been a couple months now. I think it's had time to mature a little bit. The beer's still just okay, but yeah, just got to get drunk and make room for the next thing. I can't remember if I told you guys, but the IPA I have in the keg, it has just ever so slightly it's got this sort of metallic taste, and I'm assuming that maybe it's, you know, it's leached something off the keg. So I don't know, curious to know whether you guys have had that trouble on new fermenters. It's a brand new one, so it hasn't been used and then reconditioned or anything. So I'm assuming maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe it's just new. Maybe it had metal dust or something in there. I don't know. But yeah, have you guys had that problem? Be curious to know, because I don't want to be the only one. I'm sure I'm not. And I'm sure I cleaned that bastard really, really well. So I don't know. We'll see what comes. Certainly next time I put stuff in it, it's gonna get the mad scrub. It's gonna get scrubbed so well, which I kind of did, but oh well. So yeah, let us know. I think that's about where we'll leave you. Get a little filming of hops in there, and oh yeah, I might have another couple of random little videos. I'll chuck in whatever I've got on file. I forget, but once I find them, I'll show you. So have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. Catch ya. Hey guys, doing a sippet. Doing this one here, the Monteith's double hopped IPA, so 500 mils, 7.5%, 65 IBUs. It's their Brewers series. So first time I've had it. Haven't really heard anything about it, so there it is there. Crazy copper hue to it. Just a little head, nothing too crazy. Quite malty and fairly lemony. Cascade hops. Not bad actually. Not bad at all for a big brewery. Well, a medium-sized brewery backed by a big brewery. But yeah, no, it's smooth. Fairly IPA-ish actually, because of the maltiness. The nice maltiness comes through. It's not just a hop bomb on two-row. It's actually quite nice, nicely balanced, really. Yeah. Oh, anyway, that's today's sippet. Cheers.